Your thoughts?
What? What? Who?
Nice.
Good morning, 9:02 on this Monday morning. CJ Nasello, it's our daily show, RiverBender.com, Roku TV. Anywhere, everywhere you get this show. Thanks for hanging out with us. We got a great show for all of you today. Going to be talking in a couple of minutes all about the Olin Veterans Network. Then at 10:10, Grid Solar joins us for their time with their sponsored segment where they inform us on the solar industry, and really great to have such a trusted partner on both sides of the river doing that segment with us. Then at 10:35, Tony with the South Roxana Dads Club joins us for a really cool event that he's going to fill us in on. So a lot of good stuff coming down the pipeline today, but man, I am kind of still in recovery mode. I'll be honest with you. There is a reason that I don't go out too much anymore, and my dad's 60th was kind of like a tall tale sign of it. And we're going to move on after that. 9:03, here's what's happening around the Riverbend. Join myself and 70,000 people that are in the know each and every day of the work week. Plus, download that Riverbender app where you get breaking news alerts, or if you prefer to have that SMS notification where you can text RB to that phone number that's right there on the home screen. That's 618-202-4618. You can always stay up to date and in the know on breaking news, on weather alerts, closings, cancellations, especially with the seasons getting ready to change, and so much more. But at 9:03, here's what's happening around the Riverbend. A traffic accident involving a motorcycle and a vehicle occurred on Sunday evening in the 2800th block of Broadway, and it led to a swift response from the Alton Fire Department and Alton Police Department around 5:20 p.m. Firefighters found that the motorcyclist had sustained serious injuries and was promptly transported to an area hospital for treatment. The current condition of the rider remains unknown, and authorities closed Broadway from Searing Avenue to Brookside as they conducted their investigation. Further updates will be provided as they become available. Another tragic accident on Interstate 70 led to the death of 43-year-old Douglas M. Lodge early Friday morning. Here's what we know. The incident occurred when Lodge's car struck a guardrail and became disabled in the left lane near Troy. Shortly after, his vehicle was hit by a tractor-trailer while emergency services were responding. Lodge was then transported to Anderson Hospital, where he was pronounced deceased. The driver of the tractor-trailer sustained non-life-threatening injuries and is cooperating with the investigation led by the Illinois State Police and the Madison County Coroner's Office. Also, in the news today, Alton police are currently investigating a series of incidents that began early on October the 17th involving attempted break-ins in residential areas. Officers responded to reports of a suspect attempting to force open a door on Coronado Drive, followed by a confirmed break-in on Berkeley Avenue. While attempting to stop a suspect vehicle, the driver and passenger fled on foot, during which one suspect discharged a firearm. Fortunately, no injuries were reported. Authorities executed a search warrant at a nearby residence and are urging anyone with information to contact the Alton Police Department's Criminal Investigation Division. Also in the news today, a tragic incident occurred on the evening of October the 15th when a pedestrian was fatally struck by a vehicle at the intersection of East Church Street and South Morrison Avenue in Collinsville. The victim has been identified as 59-year-old Regina Shaw from St. Louis. She was transported to a local hospital, but was pronounced deceased shortly after her arrival. The driver remained at the scene and is cooperating with the ongoing investigation led by the Collinsville Police Department and the Metro East Crash Assistance Team. Further updates will be provided once the investigation is completed. At 9:06, the Edwardsville community has come together to celebrate the life of Newt, that cherished feline who brought joy to residents and trailgoers alike. A dedication ceremony for a memorial bench took place this past week at the intersection of Cloverdale and the Nickel Bike Trail, where Newt was often seen. The event coincided with the Newt Scoot bike ride, an 11-mile trek benefiting the Metro East Humane Society. Newt, known for his friendly demeanor, became a cultural icon in the region, fostering connections among trail users and animal lovers alike. The memorial bench, adorned with kitty paw prints, serves as that lasting tribute to his memory. Also, in the news today, and more serious news, an Alton man has been charged with aggravated discharge of a firearm at an occupied residence. The man, Joshua T. Miller, remains in custody after discharging that firearm with a Class 1 felony for aggravated discharge of a firearm. On October the 2nd, Miller allegedly fired a shotgun at a residence on Main Street while the victim was sitting on the porch. Police found birdshot pellets lodged in the door and linked Miller to the crime using license plate recognition technology. During a search of his home, officers discovered multiple shotguns, and Miller claimed he was too intoxicated to remember the incident. But due to the dangerous nature of his actions, the court ordered his detention. Let's take a look at weather, shall we? At 9:07, it's 51 degrees, and it feels like 56 out there. Today, mostly sunny, and it will be warm. It'll feel like a late summer, and tonight, mainly clear. Air quality is up today at 82, which is, well, they're calling moderate. I think it's a little bit higher than moderate. Grass is low. Mold is up today, too. Ragweed is low, and tree levels are, too. But mold and the air quality are things to take into account today. Temperatures reached 79 degrees today. They dropped down to 49. Pardon me. Air quality. 49 overnight as we head into Tuesday. On Tuesday, a high of 79 yet again and a low of 54. There is a 60% chance of rain on Tuesday. On Wednesday, a high of 76, a low of 39 degrees, and on Friday, clear skies, a high of 72, a low of 56, and then on Friday, a high of 73, and a low of 45. But that's a look at the next 5 days. Nothing really major, just that chance of rain on Tuesday. You can stay up to date in real time all the time by going to RiverBender.com/weather, or just give that landmark phone number a ring, 618-465-4545. This time powered by Tom Lane. He's your local State Farm agent. All right, before we take a look at downtown Alton, let me fill you in on Hainer Library. Boy, they got a lot of stuff going on at Hainer, and I know that you honestly really should be a part of it, because what Hainer has given people is a lot more than just, books. It's not just a library. From those great community events like the currently ongoing adult scavenger hunt, where you and your friends can start at Hainer and then take a trek and find all those items throughout the Hainer Library District. And it's just things like that where you can go into the past with that genealogy and local history department with Lacey and all of them over there that are really bringing Alton's rich history back to life. Not a lot of towns can say that they truly know a lot about their past, because if you Google pictures, Alton's lucky. We have all this Rolodex of inventory, and it's because of the work being done by historians like the ones inside Hainer's Genealogy and Local History Department. But every day is special at Hainer. Whether you're going in for books, ebooks, audiobooks, or you're going in for a little bit more, like the Library of Things, or their internet services, or you're going in to make some copies or print. Yeah, they do that. We never needed Office Depot, I'm coming to find out. So go to Hainer Library, see what your local library can do for you, and go to HainerLibrary.org. If you don't have your cards yet, just put your name in, put your contact information in, your address. You'll hit submit, and then you got to go pick it up, and you're good to go. You unlock so much more, plus ad-free for free streaming with Biblio Plus. You name it, you got it at Hainer Library with that card. HainerLibrary.org, and don't forget to tell them that you know who sent you over their way, because it's always a team effort here. We'll take a quick break, but when we come back, we'll have a great conversation right around the corner.
For my monster from his slab began to rise, and suddenly, to my surprise,
He did the mash,
he did the monster mash.
the monster mash.
It was a graveyard
He
smash.
did the mash,
It caught on in a
he
flash.
did the mash.
He did the monster mash. From my laboratory in the castle east to the master bedroom.
Life's better when you're under the American Family Insurance roof, because they know your house is home base for their dreams. Whether it's a kid like me aiming for the big leagues, ready? Future rocket scientist, or a budding prima ballerina. When you feel totally protected, your family's free to pursue their dreams. She's good.
Let's go.
American Family Insurance.
When life throws unexpected challenges your way, you need a versatile legal ally to protect you. Sean Lentz, with over 12 years of experience, is here to help you in a variety of avenues. From personal injury to criminal defense and even semi-truck accidents, Sean Lentz has your back. Don't wait for the justice that you deserve. Call 618-465-8000 and see how Sean can help you today.
No matter the season, Play It Again Sports in Edwardsville has the gear the athletes need to get in the game. Whether you're shopping for the newest sports equipment or saving money on quality used gear, Play It Again Sports carries what you need to maximize performance to get the most out of every swing, kick, stroke, or shot. We'll even buy your used goods, paying cash on the spot. We carry all the gear for all the sports all year long. We're your hometown sporting goods store. Play It Again Sports, conveniently located at 4 Club Center Court in Edwardsville.
Ready for fantastic deals? Head to Village Dispensary, where every day is a celebration. Start your week with 25% off Dog Walker pre-rolls on Monday. Tuesday, enjoy 25% off Divs gummies. On Wednesday, enjoy 30% off Nevada pins. On Thursday, it's 30% off CQ sodas, margaritas, and more. Friday, enjoy 3.5 grams of Megatron by NGW and Clonuts number 4 by Paul Bunyan for $25. Visit VillageDispo.com and shop now.
Picture This and More has been a trusted name in the Alton community for more than 30 years, with the last 3 being right here on Broadway. We specialize in quality framing at affordable prices. We also feature works by local artists because we're proud of our community. If you have valued treasures to display and preserve, we're sure to have the perfect fit with our large selection of custom framing and display options. Whatever color, shape, or size, Picture This and More has the look you need. Stop by today and let us help you with your next project.
Happy Halloween from RiverBender.com. Now back to our daily show.
Seasons don't fear the reaper, nor do the wind, the sun, or the rain. We can be like they are. Come on, baby.
Welcome back. 9:14, little bit of change on this 21st day of October. Dave, how are we doing this morning, sir?
Great this morning. Thanks for having me.
Well, you know, learning a little bit more about this Veterans Information Fair and the Olin Veterans Network, this is really a great opportunity for so many folks that truly need some valuable information to get it all in one place. And thanks for your time today.
No, absolutely. It's, you know, we're grateful that the VFW Post 1308 in Alton has agreed to partner with us on this.
They're great.
Yeah, absolutely. Of course, we're having it at their location. And is it okay if I kind of tell you a little bit about the Olin Veterans Network?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so I work for Olin Corporation. We're based out of Clayton, Missouri, which is, of course, St. Louis. And Olin has a couple of divisions. They have the Chemicals Division, which is an international division. And then we have Winchester Ammunition, which, of course, is based out of East Alton, Illinois. That's our division headquarters. We have a manufacturing facility there. And some of what we do is we have employee networks, one of them being our Olin Veterans Network. We also have an Olin Professionals Network. We have an Olin Inclusion Network. We have a Women of Olin network, and we also have an Olin outdoor network. So it's a way for us to get employee interest, to cater to interests they have, to hobbies they have, while also building a small community they can lean on.
And see, I think that's really important for the folks to know, because sometimes whenever, you think of an Olin or a company that's a little bit larger, you don't realize all of the really great initiatives that they have set up to really help support and create community within the organization, and that's great to hear.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. And actually, Olin also implemented volunteer time off for employees.
I didn't realize that.
Yeah, so most employees receive, it's normally between 16 and 40 hours of paid time off to volunteer in our communities with 501c3 and other organizations. And, our Olin Veterans Network, we're really big on that. Our primary goal, of course, is to support our Olin veteran employees, to make sure, them and their families have support they need, but also get them involved in initiatives outside of our fence line, like this information fair that we're having on November 2nd.
Well, and we'll dive right into that here in a second. But before we do, as Vice President of Human Resources for the organization, it's got to be great to have these type of projects, because I know that there's got to be so much that happens in the corporate life, all the time. But to really have these moments to where you guys can come together as a group, or, whatever kind of form it is, this has got to be really needed just for the organization itself.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. And it's amazing how much pride our employees take in being part of these employee networks and getting out in the community, and like you said, it would be great if we went to work and our work was full of fun every day and everything we did was fun, but that's not life, right?
Yeah.
But our Veterans Network and our other networks provide some of that outlet for our employees.
Well, and this outlet's great for the community to be a part of, too. And Sherry was filling me in, and really just the work that y'all have done on this is wonderful. This fair is going to provide critical information to veterans on how and where to find resources available to them. I did a radio show in St. Louis. My first gig was it was called the Veterans Radio Network. Okay. And it talked all about how the VA was changing for the veteran. There were some better changes happening, but how do you unlock those resources? What is available, what's not, and the amount of phone calls that we would get every Sunday for folks that truly needed help, that didn't get help for a long time or nowhere to go. It was just, amazing to me in all the wrong ways. Right. And for this to be happening right here in Alton, there's so many folks that, fit right there in that category here in the region.
Right. And you're correct. And it's not just the VA that provides, assistance to our veterans. There's a lot of organizations out there. For this event that we're having so far, we've confirmed, someone from the Illinois Attorney General Office will be there, the Kaufman Group out of St. Louis, the U.S. Veterans Foundation out of Jerseyville, Metro East Vet Center out of Swansea, the SIU School of Dental Medicine, they're going to show up.
Really cool.
Yeah, Centerstone out of Alton, Veterans Curation Program out of St. Louis, Senior Services Plus out of Alton, and there's others that I don't have listed here, but they're still raising their hand and interested in attending. So hopefully we can have a full house.
And it didn't seem like you had anyone saying, "Oh, well, we aren't going to that." It seems like from just hearing the conversations that this was an event that folks realize how important it is.
Oh, absolutely, and that's what's great about our community is when you say the word veteran. The number of hands that are raised is just amazing. People that want to give time, want to give resources.
And coming up Saturday, November the 2nd, isn't it wild how close we are getting to it? Yeah. Saturday, November 2nd, 10 a.m. until 2 p.m. at Post 1308. That's located at 445 North Albee Street, right next to the bus depot and the bank. But really a great venue, too. And Post 1308's been a great partner with us and honestly a great partner for the community, too.
Oh, absolutely. They have their tentacles in so many different organizations. It's a two-way street, of course, but they do a great job there, and they're a great resource for all veterans.
And I also see that there's a food truck available for lunch.
Absolutely.
Who are we eating from?
I don't remember the name of it.
It doesn't matter, man. Food's food.
Well, actually, the VFW, they're the ones taking care of the food truck.
Okay. Well, that's...
Yeah, they said, hey, we'll have a food truck there. So we said, okay, that's great.
And if it's from Post 1308, it'll be a darn good food truck. And we'll find out and link it in the article later on. But, take me through some of the services, some of the things that people can go and learn and achieve on November the 2nd from 10 to 2.
Well, it's going to be everything from legal, medical, dental, health resources, mental health collaboration resources, in addition to, like Olin Winchester, of course, we're hiring all the time. So we'll have flyers there for employment. I know the other organizations will also have employment opportunities that are available that we can extend to folks that attend. So it's not just about, hey, here's what we have, take it. It's going to be, what do you need? And if we don't have the resource there, we'll try to research and direct those folks to where they can get help.
I really like that point, though. It's not here, take it. It's what do you need? And that's because sometimes you go to these fairs, which are fine, nothing wrong with them, but you get handed so much information. It's number one, overwhelming. Number two, 90% of it's really not for you. You might only be going for that one. Maybe it's a specialty thing that it does take a little bit more digging to do.
Yep.
I think that's very important to highlight.
No, absolutely, and we'll have we'll have areas set up for each organization that attends. So the attendees can gravitate to whatever need they have and ask the questions that they want to ask, and we can make sure that needs are met, if possible.
Well, and now, how long has the Olin Veterans Network been active?
So in Winchester, it's only been active for 2 years.
Okay.
Olin Corporation, we have an Olin Veterans Network at one of our sites in Freeport, Texas, that's been established for a while, for a long time. They do a lot of great work.
Do you get some pointers from them?
So,
do you get some pointers from them?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. When we did our kickoff, we had two of the Olin Veteran Network leaders from South Texas come to East Alton, and we had our Olin Veterans Network representatives from our plants, which we're in Independence, Missouri. We're down in Oxford, Mississippi, here in East Alton. So we had everybody attend a session up here in East Alton to kick it off.
That's really cool. And, there's so many other great opportunities within Olin. If you wanted to hit on them real quick one more time for, other volunteer networks that, you guys are a part of, plus just things that maybe the community doesn't realize as well. If they see somebody out there, there's a good chance that volunteer is an Olin employee with that, volunteer time off. That's really important to know.
And normally you'll see them in a T-shirt, and it has Olin Cares on the back, and it has our VTO slogan on the front.
That's really cool.
So you can identify them pretty easily. But as you said, I think our volunteer time off has been a game changer in our community. I think this year our goal is like 27,000 hours.
I'm not. I mean, you just can't throw out that large of a. Are you close?
Yeah, for Winchester, through mid-year we were at about 17,000. So last year we were over 17,000. So we really upped our goal for this year.
That's incredible.
And this is across all of our Winchester locations, but our employees are involved. I think they really love it. It gives them, like I said, something they can do as a group to develop culture, and that translates to on the job as well, right? So.
Well, and Tony, what's the best way, because we are going to link everything about this fair along with the committed vendors, and we'll have everything in a detailed write-up, but what's the best way for people if they wanted to maybe even be a vendor? Who do they reach out to? Who's the point of contact on this?
So our point of contact is Sherry Nasello, who's one of
Good
our...
lady.
She's one of our employees in customer service. And again, she's part of our network that just jumped in. And the great thing about our networks, too, is you don't have to be a veteran, or you don't have to be, whatever the network identifies that. If you want to help and you raise your hand, you can join,
really
the
cool
Affinity
too.
Network.
Yeah.
But you can email Sherry at slnasello, that's SLNASELLO, at Olin.com. That's OLIN.com. And she can get you directed to the right person. Or if you want to email me, it's dhaskins at Olin.com. That's DHASKINS at Olin.com.
And we'll link everything in a write-up on RiverBender.com. But, Dave, before I let you go, was there anything else you wanted to make sure that we got across today this morning about this Veterans Information Fair?
Just the fact that, we have a lot of people in our communities that have a need. Not just veterans, but a lot of people. And if you have a giving heart and a giving mind, and it's it's in you to get out and volunteer, I encourage you to do it, because you're going to get more out of it than those that need the help.
I 100% agree with you, and I just think it's great that organizations like Olin are really giving back in all factors too, not just specific places, specific industries, or specific categories, but all across the board. And Dave, it was such a great time having you on the show today. Saturday, November the 2nd, 10 a.m. until 2 p.m. at VFW Post 1308, right there on Albee Street. It's going to provide critical information to veterans on how and most importantly, where to find resources that are available to them, especially, before that home loan that the VA provides too, that not a lot, I don't think of that, veterans are starting to learn about it more, but at a time, I don't think too many knew about how great of a home loan option that was.
That's right. I didn't when I bought my first house, but I'm a veteran, so so whenever we bought our next house, I took the advantage of getting a VA loan, and you're right, it makes a difference.
A huge, and honestly, my brother said the same thing. Hey, we'll see you there November the 2nd. We'll link everything on an article on RiverBender.com. Dave, if you ever want to come back, talk more about what the Olin Veterans Network's doing and how we can be a part of it, just let me know.
Absolutely. Thank you for your time. And once again, appreciate you having us.
No problem. 9:26, a little bit of change on this Monday morning. We'll come back. More Daily Show will hit you next, right after this one.
Since 1993, Sparks Junk Removal is always adapting to the needs of our clients. That is why we now offer weekly trash pickup for selected areas. Plus, we offer driveway-safe rubber-tired dumpster rental. Give us a call today at 618-781-1407 or visit us at sparksjunkremoval.net.
Life's better when you're under the American Family Insurance roof because they know your house is home base for their dreams. Whether it's a kid like me aiming for the big leagues, ready? Future rocket scientist, or a budding prima ballerina. When you feel totally protected, your family's free to pursue their dreams. Which is good.
Let's go.
American Family Insurance.
No matter the season, Play It Again Sports in Edwardsville has the gear the athletes need to get in the game. Whether you're shopping for the newest sports equipment or saving money on quality used gear, Play It Again Sports carries what you need to maximize performance to get the most out of every swing, kick, stroke, or shot. We'll even buy your used goods, paying cash on the spot. We carry all the gear for all the sports all year long. We're your hometown sporting goods store. Play It Again Sports, conveniently located at 4 Club Center Court in Edwardsville.
Yo, what up? It's Mike Keith, the proud graduate of Lewis and Clark Community College. I got my start in broadcasting and now I work all over the country. I discovered my path in media, but I could have been an electrician. Or I could have been a nurse.
Maybe not.
I had an amazing experience with Dr. Haug and her team. I came here when I was 10 years old to get my braces on. Now I'm 28 years old, braces off, and I get so many compliments on my smile. It's helped me thrive in my career as a news reporter, and also as Miss Missouri USA, I took the stage with confidence, knowing my smile was gonna make me look like $1 million. I've never felt better and more confident because of my smile.
Has free checking become a thing of the past? Not if Liberty has anything to say about it. With 3 free personal checking options and even a free business checking account, free is alive and well at Liberty Bank. The local bank that gives you free checking choices and more cashing in your pocket. Bank locally, bank Liberty. For more information, visit www.bankliberty.com.
To our daily show on RiverBender.com. And now, time to play a game.
Not all of them are winners, folks. I meant the song. I don't like this song at all. Oh, my God. What I did is I thought I'm going to do all Halloween music, but that one's not for me. I think that one's got to go. Welcome back to our daily show. It is 9:29 on this Monday morning, and really glad that we have the Home Builders and Remodelers Association back with us on this show. And there's a lot of really big things happening with this group. The Home Builders and Remodelers of the Metro East Association has had a busy few months as they are gearing up for election season and preparing for the 2025 Home Expo and a lot bigger projects. Our builders are staying busy. Shannon told us it's crazy. You talk to our trade partners that support them with supplies or subcontractors that are helping do the work, and they're busy. They're not sitting at home collecting unemployment. They're busy. Stelling noted that the local chapter and the National Association have been focused on finding the right candidates as Election Day approaches. She said it's a big priority to make sure that candidates will support the home building industry. We're very engaged, whether they're Republican or Democrat, because housing should not be a political issue, she said. We're constantly having conversations with candidates at the local level, the state level, and the federal level. She added that the local association members have been collaborating with the city of Belleville to promote their infill program. This program redevelops city-owned lots so builders can build smaller homes on these lots. By cutting down on the lot cost and making homes more affordable for local residents. Not only does this bring families into affordable housing, Stelling said, but it also rejuvenated the city. Some of these neighborhoods have not seen new development in decades. Through the infill program, home buyers can purchase a 13 or 1,400 square foot home for around $250,000. Stelling hopes these programs make it possible for people to own homes in the community, and she noted that rent costs have increased in recent years, and it seems like people have given up on the idea of ever even owning a home. But utilizing initiatives like the infill program, she's hopeful that this can be reversed. The HBR MEA has been pleased to see that more young people are expressing an interest in trades. Wider appreciation for the industry has also led to greater investments by politicians, including a recent $25 million check from the state of Illinois to fund a new building for the Collinsville Area Vocational Center. Stelling encourages young people to consider trades as a career, and we encourage that here at Riverbender also. She noted that there are many jobs within the industry. The trade jobs are there. If anybody's looking for a job, even if you don't have the experience or the training, unions will provide that. Whether you're going into the electrical union or the plumbers union or the carpenters union, painters union, I could go on, they will provide you the training you need and get you paid to do a job at a very good wage at the same time. For those who want to learn more about the trade industry or what the Home Builders Remodelers Association of the Metro East could do for your prospective company, you can visit hbrmea.org. You can also find out more about the 2025 Home Expo scheduled for March. Excuse me. Stelling said that they are still looking for vendors for the expo, and they expect approximately 10,000 plus attendees. Before I do anything, okay, there's a video on our site right now, and I didn't realize we were getting hit with political ads too. You know, I didn't realize we'd get hit with political ads in Illinois. I'm sorry, I was doing that news story, and one of our ad windows popped up because we provide free local news and we have to have ads. But man, no political ads this morning. I'm too tired to deal with all that. Hey, coming down the pipeline, too, on the show, Grid Solar will be here. And then at 10:35, we're talking to the South Roxana Dads Club. And really excited to hear about their upcoming events. But you know what I think's cool? We're starting to do these really unique pieces on Riverbender that are kind of more focused on the season. Because when I go to the doctor's office or the dentist or you name it, I'm a big magazine picker-upper, but, printing's kind of a thing of the past. So, where's a good magazine article anymore because you can't find them on Google? Anyway, so we decided to help you out. And as summer's fading and that crisp fall air sets in, it's time to rejuvenate your wardrobe. Transitioning from that warm weather to cozy layered outfits can be both exciting and daunting. I wouldn't know because I honestly do not dress well at all. Within the right approach, you can prepare your wardrobe to keep you warm, but also stylish if you're looking to do so. And we have all the tips for you. So this is a new edition that we're doing here at RiverBender.com. And you can go on and check this out. It's all about how to maybe, incorporate some fall colors and fabrics into some of your wardrobe, organize it. I did that the other day. That was a nightmare. Identify your wardrobe staples, what makes you look good. I've realized that a turtleneck is the only thing that probably makes me look more presentable than anything else. And all those other tips, too. So really a great thing. I'm really excited that we're doing these. And just a cool little article, a fun read, and maybe something that can help you. But I'm not going to read this one because, honestly, I should not be giving anybody fashion advice. 9:35, we'll come back with On This Date in History. We'll have some more fun on this Monday morning. You stay there. I'll stay here. RiverBender.com, Roku TV. It's our daily show, and we'll be right back.
Looking for the best barbecue in Madison County? Head over to Carver's Barbecue in Godfrey, Illinois. From loaded barbecue nachos to mouth-watering pulled pork, brisket, ribs, and more, Carver's serves up award-winning flavors you'll love. Family-owned, Carver's is all about fresh, made in-house dishes served daily. Come visit us at 2716 Groveland in Godfrey, or give us a call at 618-467-9999. Order online, get it catered, or stop by for the best smoked meats around. Where great flavors meet family tradition, you'll find Carver's Barbecue.
Get paid to go solar.
We're not solar bros. At Grid, we're solar pros. We explain the process behind solar power so you can make an informed decision. We'll work with you to make owning your power as simple as possible and affordable with zero down financing and payment options. Our only goal is to save you money. Call Grid when you're ready to be independent of the power company.
We are Phillips 66 Wood River Refinery. We make the fuels that take us to work and our children to school. We make materials and energy products that allow us to stay connected to each other. We care about the quality and safety of our products because we care about the communities we share. Our employees live our values of safety, honor, and a commitment to act as good neighbors where we live and operate. We are Phillips 66.
I just got a new air conditioner. Top of the line.
I bet mine's better. It's so efficient and quiet, I hardly know it's running.
I've got you both trumped. I've got a Linux.
So do I.
Barrett Heating and Cooling carries Linux products to meet any budget. Don't gamble with your energy dollars. Call Barrett Heating and Cooling and start saving today.
Lennox. Innovation never felt so good.
Yo, what up? It's Mike Keith, the proud graduate of Lewis and Clark Community College. I got my start in broadcasting and now I work all over the country. I discovered my path in media, but I could have been an electrician. Or I could have been a nurse.
Maybe not.
Picture This and More has been a trusted name in the Alton community for more than 30 years, with the last 3 being right here on Broadway. We specialize in quality framing at affordable prices. We also feature works by local artists because we're proud of our community. If you have valued treasures to display and preserve, we're sure to have the perfect fit with our large selection of custom framing and display options. Whatever color, shape, or size, Picture This and More has the look you need. Stop by today and let us help you with your next project.
When life throws unexpected challenges your way, you need a versatile legal ally to protect you. Sean Lentz, with over 12 years of experience, is here to help you in a variety of avenues. From personal injury to criminal defense and even semi-truck accidents, Sean Lentz has your back. Don't wait for the justice that you deserve. Call 618-465-8000 and see how Sean can help you today.
Welcome back to our daily show. Here's CJ.
It's such an ancient pitch, but one I wouldn't switch, 'cause there's no nicer witch than you.
Welcome back. 9:39, a little bit of change. Daily Show, smacking you in the face on a Monday. It's the 21st day of October, and here's what happened on this date in history. On this date in 1520, the discovery of the gateway to circumnavigating the globe was discovered on this date in 1520. That's the big event. And then the big birthday is Dizzy Gillespie. How about that? Man, what a talent. Born on this date in 1917. Other notable birthdays: Kim Kardashian, Benjamin Netanyahu, Judy Shineland. Judge Judy's birthday's today. Dun dun, you have just entered the courtroom of Judge Judith Shineland. The cases are real. This is Judge. She is the best. You know, I've always said, if I could be Judge Judy, it'd be my best life. Could you imagine getting paid $50 million a year to yell at morons? I mean, think about it. And it's her rules. What are they going to do? They can't go to the Supreme Court and said, Judge Judy ruled against me and I want to appeal. You know what they tell you? Too bad. You know, you got your gift card, get in the plane and go home. I love Judge Judy. All right, that was the big birthdays today. On this date in 2018, American actress, one of my favorites, Julie Louis-Dreyfus, who starred in sitcoms like Seinfeld and Veep, was officially awarded the Kennedy Center's Mark Twain Prize for American Humor, the highest award in comedy. On this date in 2012, American politician and activist George McGovern, who ran an unsuccessful reformist Democratic challenger in 1972 against Richard Nixon, died at the age of 90 on this date in 2012. In 1964, the American musical film My Fair Lady, starring Rex Harrison and Audrey Hepburn, had its world premiere and later won 8 Academy Awards, including that for Best Picture. In 1960, we all learned about the art of the TV and how you should look presentable. John F. Kennedy and Richard Nixon debated again for the 4th and final time. Nixon, I'm sure, looked better than the first one when he was sweating all over the place. In 1959, the Guggenheim Museum, designed by Frank Lloyd Wright, opened in New York City. I'm sure I pronounced that wrong. In 1940, American novelist Ernest Hemingway published his classic novel, For Whom the Bell Tolls. It was later adapted into that acclaimed film. In 1833, Swedish chemist, engineer, and industrialist Alfred Nobel, who invented dynamite and other powerful explosives, who also founded the Nobel Prizes, was born in Stockholm on this date in 1833. That's a pretty big deal. And, what about this? In 1797, one of the first frigates built for the, is that how you say it? Frigates built for the U.S. Navy, the Constitution by name Old Ironsides, was launched in Boston. That's pretty cool. I don't know what I got to click on this now. Now I'm going to go down this rabbit hole with you. Oh, it's a naval vessel. So one of the first naval vessels was commissioned on this date in 1797. That's really interesting. Huh. Awesome. On this date in music, in 2016, Leonard Cohen released his last album, You Want It Darker, 17 days before his death. Cohen was in poor health while the album was being made and never went to the recording studio, relying on his son Adam to handle the sessions and integrate his tracks. The title track was awarded a Grammy for Best Rock Performance in 2018. On this date in 2007, his name is Jail. Kid Rock and 5 members of his entourage were arrested after an argument with a man escalated into a fight at a restaurant in Atlanta. I bet you it was a Waffle House. Kid Rock's tour bus was pulled over by police after it left the scene. Rock was released after posting $1,000 bail. Kid Rock also had the #1 album on the U.S. chart with Rock and Roll Jesus, his 11th album, release date and first to debut at the top of the chart. On this date in 1997, Elton John's Candle in the Wind 97 was declared by the Guinness Book of World Records as the biggest selling single of all time, with 31.8 million sales in less than 40 days and raising more than £20 million for charity. In 1995, Green Day singer Billy Joe was arrested and fined $141 for mooning the audience after a gig in Milwaukee. Well, there you go. In 1992, George Michael took Sony to court in a fight over his contract with the company, but he lost the case in 94. Michael worked with Sony again less than 10 years after the fact. In 1976, Keith Moon played his last show with The Who at the end of a North American tour at Maple Leaf Gardens in Toronto. On September the 7th, 1978, Moon would die of an overdose of a sedative that had been prescribed to prevent seizures induced by alcohol withdrawal. That happened his last show on this date in 1976. On this date in 1972, Chuck Berry was back on the charts. 2-week run at #1 on the U.S. singles chart, his first and only U.S. and U.K. #1. It was 17 years after his first chart hit, and here it is.
Everybody sings this one. I want to hear everybody join in. When I was a little bitty boy, my grandmother bought me a cute little toy. Silver bells hanging on a string. She said it was my ding-a-ling-a-ling, oh my ding-a-ling.
There you go, Chuck Berry on this date in 1972 is back on the charts. How about that? Good for him. #1, what made it a #1 in 72 is what I want to know, you know? Man, what an interesting time. Okay, and then one final one for you. In 1965, Bill Black, Elvis's bass player for a few years when he started, died 4 months after receiving surgery to remove a brain tumor at the age of 39 years old. That happened on this date in 1965. And in 1958, Buddy Holly's last recording session took place at the Pythian Temple Studios in New York City. The song recorded in recordings included Raining in My Heart, Moon Dreams, and It Doesn't Matter Anymore, which became a #1 hit. Born on this date in terms of music, Doja Cat, 1995. Yeah. 1993, Kane Brown. I wonder how, I haven't heard a Kane Brown song in a while. Born in 1993. Nah, that looks like it's about it. Yeah, that's about it. Born on this date in history. There you go. Hey, coming down the pipeline in the 10 o'clock hour, Grid Solar. We're also going to be talking to the South Roxana Dads Club. A lot more happening on this Monday morning. But coming up on Wednesday, we're going to be over there in Wood River, and we're going to be talking to Kristen Burns and company for their downtown trick-or-treating event, and I'm really excited about it. So we'll come back with Grid Solar at 10:10, but first, I wanted to kind of play this for you just because I don't know if we got the article out yet, but I really wanted to make sure that that we got this covered for Kristen and Wood River Main Street. So excited, my first Wood River event, and here's a little taste of it. RiverBender.com.
To the theater set to film. We saw Elm Street and man, it was death. And everything seemed alright when we left. But when I got home and laid down to sleep, that began the nightmare. But on my street.
Little Will Smith. How about some 90s Halloween rap for you, Kristen Burns? Hey, coming up on Wednesday, October the 23rd, 6 to 8 p.m., trick-or-treating in downtown Wood River. Are you ready?
No. I've only gotten probably 3/4 of our candy. We still need to go get a few more bags, I think.
It's a pretty competitive candy market this year.
Yeah, it is.
I heard that it's getting to be slim pickings in some spots, but you're going to be fine.
Thank goodness Sam's Club has those really big bags, because that's what we need for the downtown trick-or-treat.
You know, Kristen and I are also going to be joining in a chorus of coughing to end the segment today.
Possibly. It's a good possibility.
So, how long has this been going on in Wood River?
I think this is like the 6th year.
Is
this is our first year that we're planning it and working with Mark Smith from Shelter Insurance. He's been one of the leaders in doing it for the past couple years, so we're just like, how can we help? And so we did the flyers and started promoting it for them. And yeah, we're really excited. We get such good participation through the entire district. There's I think a trunk or treat down at the other end. Where Dream Home Realty is.
Oh, yeah.
So it's like you stop at the trunk or treat and then you walk the entire street and you just get bags and bags of candy.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's really cool. So for the 2 hours, what's going to be all happening down there?
Oh, my gosh. So basically taking you to that. So we've got all of our businesses come outside, they set up a table, they dress up, they decorate, they do all of the fun things for Halloween. And they're just there to be with the kids. Rachel's does usually like a specialty coffee or a specialty drink, so they'll be open, plus they'll be handing out candy. We'll have our big screen up, so we'll be playing some Halloween movies. So there's just tons of different things. The fire department comes, they do stuff with their fire truck. The police department's there. A couple churches give out food and hot dogs and different things. So it really is a community event.
Are costumes mandatory?
No. They're not mandatory.
It's just I mean, who doesn't want to dress up?
Right.
Okay, you know what I think's hilarious? Everyone always said that Office Depot was going to become a Spirit Halloween.
And it did.
It did. I thought, no, seriously, Kristen, everyone kept sending me this photo, and I'm like, it's Photoshopped. I didn't drive by it, and I had this news story in my phone for like 3 months that banner was on it, and I thought it was seriously a joke. There is no excuse. Stop by Spirit Halloween and go ahead. I mean, there's got to be some great costumes in there, like an Office Depot employee costume.
You see so many different costumes. This is going to be a bad interview. I'm just like, but yeah, the costumes that we see, they're so creative, and you see super scary ones, and then you see just hilarious ones. So it's really, really
now,
fun.
is there an age is there an age cap on the trick-or-treating aspect of this?
So I think Wood River's age is like 12 or 13.
Okay.
So we try to just stay with that. But I mean, if
it's
you're
a fun night.
Yeah, if you're coming down and trick-or-treating with your little brothers or sisters, grab some candy. Who cares?
Right.
So.
Okay, this is really cool. And businesses will be marked with a balloon.
They will.
A red balloon?
No. Absolutely no. Just an orange balloon, because I don't like red balloons, because yikes. So, yeah. But, yeah.
And I'll be down
really
there.
Fun. Yes, we're so excited for you to
It's
be
my first
broadcasting
Wood
there.
River event.
Yeah.
I think I'm almost rounded out. I haven't done East Alton yet or Jerseyville, but after that, I think I have the whole region covered on events.
Nice. Yeah. We're excited to have you.
Not at one time, but...
Well, right. Yes.
But we'll be on hand from 6 to 8. We'll bring you some of the sights and sounds of it. But this is really fun. It's a nice, safe way. And that's really what so many people want anymore. And, like, honestly, some people are kind of bummed because the trick-or-treaters used to come and, but some bad apples ruin it for the whole darn bunch sometimes. And to go do this in a safe way and still be a part of a community event's a great way to do it.
Definitely. It's really nice to have, the safe aspect of this, because the police department is always there. Yeah. They give out candy, but they're also patrolling and making sure that everybody's safe and, not getting hit by a car or not having something happen to them. So it's a really, really fun event. I love doing it. Mm-hmm. We've done it the past couple of years, and it's just so fun. I love it.
Really cool. Well, there's also some exciting stuff coming down the pipeline for Wood River Main Street in general.
Man, there really is. And it's not just the businesses. We have quite a few businesses on tap that we're really excited to announce that we're not allowed to announce yet, which is really, I know, it's very frustrating. But it's really, really exciting. But the other aspect of it, just being able to offer some things for the residents. We are super excited that the city is getting ready to break ground on the downtown dog park.
Really cool.
Yeah, it's huge. Some people aren't fans of dog parks, but really it brings so many more people to your downtown.
That dog park argument, because I used to kind of get a little nervous about that until I actually went to one, and you realize it has nothing. As long as people are responsible with their pets, you're good. Even if your dog's a little bit more not as friendly, you just don't take them off the leash. You put them on the leash, you walk them inside there, let them have fun, or you go when no one's there.
Exactly. And there's so many opportunities for it. It's open. There's great rules. There's just different things that people will be able to take care of that and just bring your dogs. Who doesn't like bringing their dogs to things?
Right.
And we've got a new business that's right next to where the dog park is going to be. That's going to be a restaurant soon. And so you go in and you grab something to eat, sit on the patio, watch your dogs play and have fun. And that's huge.
Well, and the thing is, I just like the way that you're trying to, not you personally, but the way that the city and the Main Street and all these businesses are trying to really lay out Wood River, because the way it was set up, and we've talked about this, having that, back part of the buildings facing away from the main drag, y'all are getting you're adapting to it, and you're finding a way to really bring that traffic in, and to have this type of amenities where you really only see this in like the Chautauqua area over in or the Chippewa area in St. Louis, where you have the dog park and the restaurants around it, where you have Bar K and all of those places. This is great, but I also wanted to bring something up. Brian Trust, was talking about when he opened Poor Decisions up. He was talking about why he chose Alton, and he goes, listen, Wood River has so many great incentives to go bring a business in. It was hard to say no.
Yeah.
I mean, and I wanted to highlight that, where it's the only reason was it was just being in Alton. But I mean, for new business owners, sometimes your first location, you think it's going to be somewhere else, but there's a better option out there normally, and this is it.
Yeah,
and I just
really
wanted
is.
to kind of point that out, because everyone I've talked to said the incentives to go to Wood River right now are better than anywhere else around.
Yeah, we have some awesome incentives. We've got the TIF program. We've got a lot of different options and different opportunities for people. And again, being a Main Street, you've got all of those resources that Main Street offers.
Yeah.
Same with Alton.
Oh, yeah,
Alton's
you guys
got the Main
work
Street
well
too.
together, too.
Yeah, so I mean, just being able to have those opportunities and those resources really does make Wood River a great place to start business.
Well, and it just seems like it was. You guys are really welcoming, everyone's ideas and saying, "Hey, we need them. Let's see what we can do."
I mean, some of the ideas could be off the wall, but
right.
sometimes we need that off the wall thing.
Right.
Something original. Everybody likes that.
And whenever you were you just to follow up on that point you made, when you were getting ready to go Main Street, what was it like the conversations you had with Alton Main Street? Because I know you said you were kind of consulting with them.
Yeah.
What's that relationship like between the two groups? Is it just a conversation, or did you ever envision maybe a grander just partnership on one big event?
I'd love to be able to do that. Sarah and I have both been so busy that we haven't really been able to talk.
And honestly, and Sarah's not here, but just like you, moves at the speed of sound getting things done. Yeah,
absolutely. So yeah, she's working on some stuff, and then we're working on stuff. So I'm hoping that maybe this winter we can get together, because I think that it would be cool, like a Riverbend event. We might as well do it. We're right next door. So yeah, I think it would be great.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And then when's your next coming? What's Up Downtown?
We just had one last week.
Oh.
So, so our next one won't be until February.
That's cool, and we'll make note of that. We'll make sure to link it in.
Yeah.
But what else is coming down the pipe? I know you said dog park, but you said there's something about a walking trail.
Yeah. So the police department, in association with MCT, they put a walking path around the police department.
For pedestrians and stuff? Oh, cool.
Yeah. So Chief has been talking about it for a couple years, really wanting to have a safe space for people to just, do their mile walk or whatever they want to do. Mm-hmm. And what's safer place than around the police department?
Right.
So, so you can park in the parking lot and then just do your walk and be good.
Your tags better be up to date, though.
Maybe that's why Chief wanted it.
No, I'm just kidding. My license plate, I drive a Tesla.
Right.
You had a moment to stick around?
Yeah.
We're getting through this together, Kristen. Allergies and all at 10:22. A little bit of Change More Daily Show after this. Ready for fantastic deals? Head to Village Dispensary, where every day is a celebration. Start your week with 25% off Dog Walker pre-rolls on Monday. Tuesday, enjoy 25% off Dibs gummies. On Wednesday, enjoy 30% off Nevada pens. On Thursday, it's 30% off CQ sodas, margaritas, and more. Friday, enjoy 3.5 grams of Megatron by NGW and Cronuts number 4 by Paul Bunyan for $25. Visit villagedispo.com and shop now.
Picture This and More has been a trusted name in the Alton community for more than 30 years, with the last 3 being right here on Broadway. We specialize in quality framing at affordable prices. We also feature works by local artists because we're proud of our community. If you have valued treasures to display and preserve, we're sure to have the perfect fit with our large selection of custom framing and display options. Whatever color, shape, or size, Picture This and More has the look you need. Stop by today and let us help you with your next project.
Do you need to declutter your space? Time to call me, the Queen of Junk. Since 1993, we have grown to be the leader in residential, commercial, and property management junk removal. At Sparks Junk Removal, we are eco-friendly. We recycle, donate, or repurpose items back into our community. Trash is our last resort to the landfill. Plus, with our all-inclusive service, our crews handle everything from labor to lifting and landfill fees. Give us a call or visit our website, sparksjunkremoval.net, to reclaim your space today.
Looking for the best barbecue in Madison County? Head over to Carver's Barbecue in Godfrey, Illinois. From loaded barbecue nachos to mouth-watering pulled pork, brisket, ribs, and more, Carver's serves up award-winning flavors you'll love. Family-owned, Carver's is all about fresh, made in-house dishes served daily. Come visit us at 2716 Groveland in Godfrey, or give us a call at 618-467-9999. Order online, get it catered, or stop by for the best smoked meats around. Where great flavors meet family tradition, you'll find Carver's Barbecue.
Happy Halloween from RiverBender.com. Now, back to our daily show.
Seasons don't fear the reaper, nor do the wind, the sun, or the rain. We can be like they are. Come on, baby, don't feel the reaper. Baby, take my hand, don't feel the reaper. We'll be able to fly, don't feel the reaper. Baby, I'm your man.
10:25. Chris heckling me out there. He'll join us soon with Trinity's Way. Have you heard of the great group? I'll have to remember the life of Trinity, who was just so advocated for cleaning the roads and making sure, the Pie-Saw caves were cleaned up. And they have a trivia night coming up, and we're going to find out ways that we can be a part of it and support the group. And always love having Chris on the show. But Kristen, getting back to Wood River, I love this idea. You have to have the layout to do a Christmas event. Yes. I am so tired of these barren wastelands that they're calling Christmas markets, okay? If it doesn't look like a Hallmark, and I'm a pretty big critic, if it does not look like a Hallmark movie, it's got to go. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Downtown Wood River is the setting, really, because of the way the buildings line up, the way the streets are. Kind of like, we got blessed here in the Riverbend region. Oh, yeah, but there was, when I was in Georgetown, in Austin, and going into Texas, these places that were set up as towns, come on. Just build a few walls and make your own village at that point, But we're blessed here.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
When is the Christmas...
Holiday traditions.
Yes, okay.
Yes.
God dang it.
Holiday traditions, November 29th. So it's the day after Thanksgiving.
I'll be there. I already made it a point.
Yeah, we're excited. So last year was our first year.
And that went really well.
Yeah. We had over 1,200 people there. Which is a great event, especially for the first year.
Yeah.
And this year we're looking at even more people. We have live reindeer this year. Very excited about that. I booked them in March because I was like, I'm having these reindeer.
So I'm doing a Groundhog Day event in February. We're gonna do like the Groundhog Day again. Yeah. Do you know how hard it is to find live animals anymore?
Oh yeah.
I mean, they think that you're going to do something awful to these things, and it's really. They're going to handle them. We just want to have them there, We'll stay away.
Yeah.
Was it like that for the reindeer?
No, they book super early.
Oh, okay. So, they really are a hot commodity.
Yes. So, they book really early. So, I'm doing it in March to make sure that they are there. So, yeah. So, we have live reindeer. We have the carriage rides again. We're going to do the lights over the road. So, it's really pretty. Definitely Hallmark movie style. So, we're going to be, we'll have s'mores. We'll have hot chocolate, funnel cakes, different things. The roasted chestnuts and all the good things.
Are the businesses open that night too?
Some of them will be, but some of them are setting up as vendors.
That's cool.
Yeah. So, and we have a heated tent that we're putting up this year.
Smart call.
And all of the spots for the heated tent are already sold out.
Do you have the igloos?
We have one igloo, yes. Yeah,
see, I think those should be on display. I think those should
really
be
cool.
like, you have to buy them in advance if you want to go to holiday traditions.
They're really, really cool. And then Rachel's will be doing hot chocolate. We'll do some boozy hot chocolates. We'll have
There's
music.
nothing, I'm sorry, this is where I'm really shining here because I know about a boozy hot chocolate better than nobody. Dina up at Johnson's Corner makes the best hot chocolate for your lunch needs. Now, this is back before I worked I had to go back to work in the afternoon, now I can't really go do that as much. But I still could, but it'd be a really weird show the next day.
Yes, it would, yes.
But it's just peppermint schnapps and just regular Nestle hot chocolate. You're good to go.
Yeah.
That's all you need.
Oh, yeah. Definitely.
Don't spruce it up too much.
No, it's perfect. It's perfect. So, but yeah, we'll have that. We'll have, I think I said carriage rides, but we'll do the carriage rides. And last year we did donations for food, for non-perishable items, and donated it to the Blessing Boxes in Wood River.
Really
This
cool.
year we're doing toys for the Christmas event that Riverbend Family Ministries does. So we'll be
really
collecting unused toys for their event, and we're using more of Ferguson for this year because we've made it bigger.
Why do I feel like this microphone is the lamp on Shawshank Redemption today? Like every time I pick up to look at you, I'm looking right at the microphone. So where was it last year?
So we just had it on First Street that was right next to Rachel's.
Okay.
So now we're going First Street to Ferguson.
Really cool.
Down to the post office. So we'll have Santa's sleigh and have the reindeer. We'll have Santa. The fire department will be bringing in Santa again this year because, you know, his sleigh will already be there. So we have to make sure that Santa has a way to get there.
Well, there's no snow yet, so
Right.
it's not really
Yeah.
feasible for a
Right.
sleigh.
Yeah, so the sleigh doesn't really fly well unless it's on Christmas. So
Right.
it's just there.
Yeah.
So, yeah, so we're doing it that way. And the fire department is always really cool about doing that. So we're really excited to have the Christmas event. And we'll do the Christmas tree lighting again that same day. So, yeah, it'll be
I love
great.
it. How does your y'all's blessing boxes go in the winter? Are they very utilized?
They are.
Really? See, I've never asked you about that, but I've seen posts about the blessing boxes in like East Alton too. They have one in Wood River, and never really followed up on how well they work. But you think that they're a good initiative?
We have a couple of them. There's a couple at a church, and then there's one right by the library. And we have some really great people that make sure that the things are in there that they need.
That's amazing.
Yeah. So
what goes in there if folks want to contribute to that don't know yet?
Non-perishable items, but really anything. I know that last year when it got chilly, I put like scarves and hats and things in there too. Things that are easy to open, like pop-top things.
Oh, yeah.
And snack things. I got like those, those tuna things that have the crackers and stuff. Throw that kind of stuff in there just
Yeah.
so that people can grab that kind of thing. Sometimes, body wash, deodorant, those things, they're all needed. So
Well, and I like that idea. I've always liked the idea of the blessing box, and it's just like what I tell Pegram at Got Faith is because requirements are great for bigger organizations that have to really keep track of that federal and state dollar. I get it and count, but sometimes there's folks that just lost a job that used to make quite a significant amount of money. Maybe they just had a surgery and they lost their job or something happens. It's, things like that get you through until you're able to get back on your feet again. And that's a really good, that's not a handout, that's a hand up just to get you through it,
Exactly. Yep.
Really cool.
Yeah. So, I'm really happy that we have those available
Me too. That's
to
great.
the residents and to the people that need it.
Good job, Wood River.
Yay.
Before I let you go, I got to ask you, is this cool down period for you? Or are you still rocking and rolling?
I'm pretty rocking and rolling.
Because you had a busy year. I mean, this was kind of a little bit busier
This
than...
has been crazy. Yeah. Once we get through the Christmas event and Small Business Saturday, I'll be able to breathe a little bit better. Hopefully no allergies and, all of that good stuff.
People thought I was on drugs last week because I had a migraine for 5 days with that weather change, and they're like, man, CJ's looking rough. I promise you, I'm good. I'm all healthy.
December and January will be kind of our slow months.
Good. You need a break.
We'll be able to just focus on some of the projects that we have coming up for spring and do that kind of stuff.
Sorry, one last question.
Yeah.
I am really getting big into this kind of idea of doing sports tourism. And do you guys have an idea or maybe a solution? Because right now, one of the most participated sports in the state of Illinois, believe it or not, is soccer. And soccer tournaments draw a lot of money. And, and baseball tournaments do too. And now turf fields can be utilized for different things. Has there ever been a thought or a conversation? Because you guys have so much space that actually could be used for it.
We do.
To me, the region would really benefit from a more centralized place that's not St. Charles. And I mean, you exactly know what I'm talking about because of sports traveling. We all know.
Yes.
Like, it is a nightmare.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Has that been a conversation yet?
It has.
Really cool.
So we have a really great soccer park in Wood River. It's back behind the sports barn. So we have a really good soccer park, and they have talked about doing some turf fields there. And I think that it would be fantastic.
I do too.
I would really like to see that entire space be sports oriented because we already have the sports barn. We're looking at possibly doing like a dome. In that area.
Really fascinating.
Yeah. So maybe doing a dome in that area that we can do some indoor things and then some outdoor as well with the soccer, with softball and baseball.
It's a great point.
There's so many opportunities there, and you're right. There needs to be more of a centralized place, especially in Illinois. I mean, Edwardsville has Plummer Park, which is
right,
great
and they got Collinsville's Gallagher
fantastic.
complex.
Yeah,
all
they've
that
got
stuff.
all of those, and then just giving us the opportunity to kind of tap into that too, because whatever really is in the middle of everything.
And you're right off the highway. I mean, no parent is, and you're right next to a lot of hotels that are in Edwardsville that are 10 minutes away down the road and places. It's a no-brainer to me. I just keep thinking about it. I'm like, there's the money, you know, bring in
and with that sports thing, I mean, that brings in other things.
Huge amount of
So
other
when you've
stuff.
got those sports things, you've got the restaurants, you've got the hotels, you've got the just little shops and things like that come with all of those things.
No one realizes the vendor aspect of those tournaments. I mean, I don't know how baseball goes, but man, those soccer master guys were making just tens of thousands of dollars that weekend.
Just the guys that do the T-shirts and the baseball things. It's like you make so much money just on a weekend.
It's just a thought, and I'm glad sorry, I had to get my CJ question of the day out. I just figured I've never asked Kristen, I might as well do it now. But the big call to action is when you hang out with me, Kristen, and all of downtown Wood River, and all of Wood River, I think, this is a pretty attended event.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we have hundreds of kids.
Lots of people, 6 to 8 p.m. Wednesday, October the 23rd, for the annual fun tradition. I don't know what I'm going to dress up as. I want to be edgy.
Oh,
edgy, I think I could be edgy, like maybe like if I dress up as Walter Cronkite's ghost.
Nice.
You know, which would really just be him because he was so old when he retired.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm out of ideas today. These allergies are getting me.
Oh, yeah.
10:35. We'll see you there Wednesday, October the 23rd, 6 to 8 p.m. You stay there. I'll stay here because Chris is around the corner right after this.
Since 1993, Sparks Junk Removal is always adapting to the needs of our clients. That is why we now offer weekly trash pickup for selected areas. Plus, we offer driveway-safe rubber-tired dumpster rental. Give us a call today at 618-781-1407 or visit us at sparksjunkremoval.net.
Life's better when you're under the American Family Insurance roof because they know your house is home base for their dreams. Whether it's a kid like me aiming for the big leagues, future rocket scientist, or a budding prima ballerina. When you feel totally protected, your family's free to pursue their dreams. Which is good.
Let's go.
American Family Insurance.
No matter the season, Play It Again Sports in Edwardsville has the gear the athletes need to get in the game. Whether you're shopping for the newest sports equipment or saving money on quality used gear, Play It Again Sports carries what you need to maximize performance to get the most out of every swing, kick, stroke, or shot. We'll even buy your used goods, paying cash on the spot. We carry all the gear for all the sports all year long. We're your hometown sporting goods store. Play It Again Sports, conveniently located at 4 Club Center Court in Edwardsville.
Yo, what up? It's Mike Keith, the proud graduate of Lewis and Clark Community College. I got my start in broadcasting and now I work all over the country. I discovered my path in media, but I could have been an electrician. Or I could have been a nurse.
Maybe not.
I had an amazing experience with Dr. Haug and her team. I came here when I was 10 years old to get my braces on. Now I'm 28 years old, braces off, and I get so many compliments on my smile. It's helped me thrive in my career as a news reporter, and also as Miss Missouri USA, I took the stage with confidence, knowing my smile was gonna make me look like $1 million. I've never felt better and more confident because of my smile.
Has free checking become a thing of the past? Not if Liberty has anything to say about it. With 3 free personal checking options and even a free business checking account, free is alive and well at Liberty Bank, the local bank that gives you free checking choices and more cashing in your pocket. Bank locally, bank Liberty. For more information, visit www.bankliberty.com.
Hello, welcome back to our daily show on RiverBender.com. And now, time to play a game.
Oh, we gonna rock down to Electric Avenue, and then we'll take it higher.
What? Yeah, 10:50.
So hard,
you know, if half these homes had solar, there wouldn't be a haunted movie, you know?
Nothing to be scared of.
All right. Oh, man, how you doing? Hey,
Doing well.
Don't worry about blowing me off a couple weeks ago. You know, it's all good.
You say as you mention it live on the air.
I'm I'm just how's everything? You guys have had a good run of things lately.
We're staying busy.
Yeah,
that's
man.
For sure.
Well, before we even go into the year it is right now and the process you're in, we were just talking about electric, and I'm kind of just stuck on this kind of topic right now.
Keep it going.
So you have decided to make the switch to an EV.
Correct.
And you've done quite a bit of research.
Correct. I have a wife that's skeptical.
Really?
Yeah.
That's good to know. So your wife's kind of skeptical of it.
Sure.
But tell me what led to the decision that this was actually a good purchase, because you are somebody that really does research almost to a fault.
Right.
And
absolutely.
this is really fascinating.
I'm an overthinker.
Yeah.
Right. So same way when it came to solar, when I told my wife, hey, we're going to get solar, and she was skeptical then. And again, her skepticism is out of just ignorance, and not in the mean ignorance way. I just don't know. Like,
Right.
I have questions, and I don't know the answers to the questions or even where to start to find them. So she knew a solar guy, so I was able to answer all those questions for her. And it became a no-brainer. Like once she understood all of the questions and they've been answered for her, it was a no-brainer. So same sort of thing here. She's driven, ICE or internal combustion engine vehicles her entire life, right? So cutting that cord and doing something vastly different is nerve-wracking. So now that she's done the research, she can't wait. Like, she just really, really wants to get the EV.
Well, and honestly, there's some really cool stuff with these now. Like, you were just telling me, you plug it into your house.
Right.
You get your car charged.
Right.
But then in return, it could actually power your home.
Correct. Yeah. So
what?
One of the EVs that we're looking for is a little more forward thinking than a lot of them today. So we all know that net metering has gotten trashed and everything like that, and batteries are now required for solar to be the most cost efficient use of your money, right? And so, the EV companies are kind of seeing that and are like, hey, we're driving around a huge battery, right? And so, a lot of the EV companies are basically making the battery in your EV a two-way battery to where it can power the car, but if you have a little extra and you need some energy for your house, it can power your house too.
See, and this is what I think so fascinating about this with the EV too, because you would think, there's a company that makes in-house vacuum. And I've always wondered how much damage you're going to have to do to really get that ductwork right and all of that to set up the vacuum, because there's a lot of inside jobs you're going to have to do.
Right.
But with the EV, and my dad has a Kia hybrid, which, it's mostly electric because he never has to switch to gas, because by the time he makes it home, he just plugs it back in again. It's like 70 miles a gallon at that point.
Right.
But it's easy. I mean, there's no... honestly, configuration is really the least of your concern when it comes to this.
Absolutely. I mean, and again, like, the infrastructure is in your house.
Yeah.
To move electrons from one point to another, that infrastructure exists in your house already. Like, that's what electricity is moving electrons from point A to point B, right? So that all exists. And that was actually a point that I made when it came to one of her concerns, which was, hey, if we go on a long trip...
Right.
Charging stations. She's like, you can't pass an exit without seeing 7 gas stations, but they are now EV stations there either. So I said, all right, let's do the math. I said, from here to Kansas City, let's plan a trip and see how many EV stations are available to us between here and Kansas City. And it was like 48. It was like no farther than 15, 20 miles was the absolute farthest. In between here and Kansas City, 15 to 20 miles is the farthest you are from an EV charging station.
Now, how do you charge them? Is there a proper way? Because to me, it would be like a cell phone. They always tell you never start plugging it in when you just buy it at 20%. Wait till it dies and you plug it in and all that. Is it the same with?
Who tells you that? Don't do that.
Really?
That ruins your batteries.
Oh,
yeah.
I was the AT&T guy told me I had to wait for it to die, then charge it all the way up.
That's probably because he sells batteries.
Oh.
He wants it to die so he can sell you a battery.
So you don't do that with charge. Okay, now I'm learning a lot here.
Yeah, so an EV battery, almost all lithium-ion batteries their sweet spot is 20% to 80% charge, right? They can live all day 20 to 80%, right? As a matter of fact, most of the EV batteries nowadays are actually advertising how long it takes you to get to an 80% charge, because like the EV battery I was telling you about, it takes 18 minutes to get to 80% charge.
Are you serious?
18 minutes.
That was kind of my follow-up question to this, is the wait time.
Yeah, 18 minutes to get to 80% charge. At 80% charge, you've got about 220 miles
that
you can go. So, and that's 18 minutes for 220 miles, essentially.
See, now what's that equate to? Because the argument always becomes, and like I said, I drive a Jeep that's, a gas-powered car and all that, but some of the argument has always been, well, what's it compared to in gas breakdown? So how far are you driving per mile a gallon compared to how far are you going on that, X amount of electricity and that price dial? Have you figured that out yet or calculated?
Yeah, I'm a numbers guy and clearly a solar nerd. So, we break all of that down. I broke it down for her too, and if nothing else, because I'm curious too, right?
Well, and see, the thing is, you should never go into a decision trying to prove yourself right.
Right?
You need to learn all these things. If it goes against what you initially thought, well, that doesn't mean your decision's wrong, or it could be the wrong decision. It means there's something more to think about.
Right. The data doesn't lie.
Yeah.
Right. So, let's take a 35 mile per gallon car and we use that 280 mile range, right?
Mm-hmm.
A 35 mile per gallon car, which we can both agree is
pretty darn good.
Pretty good mileage, right? So 35 miles per gallon car, to go 280 miles would cost you $26 in gasoline, and that's at $3.25 a gallon. So I tried to be very reasonable on the price of gasoline right now, right? So that would cost you $26.
You were being very generous on it, honestly. Yeah.
I was. I used 13 cents a kilowatt hour to charge our EV.
Gotcha.
Which is about 7 cents less per kilowatt hour than you actually pay here. Mm-hmm. But in Missouri, it's the right price. Mm-hmm. So per kilowatt hour price does affect this, but essentially it costs $11 in gasoline. $11 in electricity to go the same 280 miles.
Wow.
So you have $11 in electricity, go 280 miles, or $26 in gas, right?
That's incredible.
And you can see that, obviously EV is beating this fuel-efficient car. It's beating it by over double.
Do you have to still get oil changes in EVs?
Absolutely not.
See, that's what I was making sure. That's what I was making sure.
Transmission fluids. There are some EVs that have transmissions. Most of them are direct drive, though.
Okay.
So you don't have transmissions. Even the ones with transmissions have super simple gearboxes, not these super crazy complicated automatic transmissions that are in ICE, ICE vehicles, right?
This is cool, man. I had no idea about any of this.
Yeah, no oil changes. People say, well, what are we going to do with all these EV batteries?
Yeah.
When they die.
Right.
95% of an EV car, the entire car, 95% of it is recyclable, and that includes the battery.
Really?
Okay, and so when people ask me that question, I always kind of, snarky, but I throw this back at them. I say, how much of the gasoline in your car can you recycle when you're done with it?
Well, that's true.
You can't recycle any of that.
Right.
It comes out, that cash comes out your tailpipe and into the air, right?
Yeah,
so there's
that's a good point.
There's no recycling of it, right?
I always wonder that with lithium, though, and how the battery and all that played in. That's interesting.
And like battery recycling programs, think about it this way. You ever gone to AutoZone and bought a new battery for your car?
No, I'm a bad example.
Okay, so when you go to AutoZone to buy a new battery for your car or your ATV or anything that takes a battery, right? And you buy a normal lead-acid battery, what do they charge you? They charge you what they call a core charge, right? And so I'll sell you this battery for $150 plus $30, and if you bring me your old battery back, I'll give you your $30 back.
Okay,
so
gotcha.
it's a deposit basically on make sure we recycle. So we're already doing this and have been doing this for literally decades with forcing people to recycle their batteries so that we don't lose them to the landfill and stuff like that. So with much bigger, much more expensive lithium-ion batteries, that's really all you got to do is just make sure they're being recycled.
Very fascinating. Well, honestly, now that we've talked all about EVs, let's talk about your business. How's life treating you?
super busy, and that's the other thing is this math that we did on the EV is based on you going to the power company to buy your electricity from them. We haven't even talked about how much more you can save, how much that $11 in electricity could go to $0 if you own the power that you're putting into the EV.
I get what you're saying
you see
here.
What I'm saying? I own solar. My car is powered by the sun. I have a gas station built on top of my house. It's called the solar power system, right? So now with my solar power system, I can run my entire house and have a $0 power bill. I can also run my EV and have a $0 per month gas bill. No more oil changes. No more, that type of regular maintenance on the car. Like my house becomes a hub that can now power more of my life.
Well, and what does that mean too? I mean, with how you go ahead with your solar system 10 years from now, if cars are getting to a point where this two-way battery is, it seems like someone's getting ready to hit a stride on something here.
Right. And so that's a perfect example. And so number one, our message to anybody who's thinking about getting an EV, already has solar. Number one, Ameren will let you put additional solar on your roof as long as you don't double the size of your system.
Okay.
And they'll let you keep your old net metering rule.
That's huge. I didn't realize.
Very huge.
I didn't realize that.
So you're 5 years into a 30-year net metering agreement. You got the good net metering, right?
Right.
And you're like, well, I'm getting an EV, and we got an EV, and now our power bill went from zero to now it's $40 a month or $60, whatever, right? The EV bill is showing up on your power bill now. Call us up. We can add enough solar to take care of whatever part of that power bill. You don't have to have the battery.
Right.
You get to keep the net metering.
Wow, that's really cool.
So that's going to be...
It's very innovative. I mean, it's getting there.
It is, right.
Wow.
The other thing that we're talking about is, right now we're talking about net metering the new net metering rule causing people to need to get batteries so that they can use their money most cost effectively for solar. The future of that is these EV cars, right?
Right. That's kind of where my thought is too. This is really fascinating.
Right. And so like I go home, and my car has 60% juice left. And we crank the AC up a little bit. The solar's starting to wane because the sun's going down. Well, now I can run my house a little bit longer because my car is charging it, right?
Right.
And then Ameren has programs. I know Ameren, Missouri has a program. I'm not 100% on Ameren, Illinois' version of this program. But basically, when you charge your car, they already know that's going to be really important, right? If everybody goes and plugs in an 8-kilowatt charger at 6 o'clock every evening, that's going to be bad.
Right.
Right.
That's where you get the duck curve.
Right. It's a huge curve, right? A huge demand
Yeah.
curve, a gigantic peak, right? Because now Ameren's trying to charge all these cars, right? So Ameren's actually charging discounts, giving discounts to people to where if you will let them choose when to charge your car, that is best for them and the grid, which keeps everybody's prices down. If you let them choose when to charge your car, A, they promise you'll still wake up with a full battery, and B, they'll give you 2 cents a kilowatt hour or some discount off of all the rest of the electricity you buy from them.
That's cool.
Just because you let them do it.
Well,
and they have other programs in the future too. It's called peak shaving, right? Where you can go even further and you can say, I'll tell you what, I'll let you use some of the energy in my battery to prevent you from turning on this natural gas. They call them peaker plants.
Yeah.
Right? So if we don't have to turn this on, we can save a bunch of money, but I need 25 extra kilowatts to be able to not turn this plant on. Ooh, I can borrow some from this battery and that battery and this battery and this battery. Now I got my 25 kilowatts from free energy sources. Okay, I got myself past the peak. Now I have extra energy. And what am I going to do with the extra energy? We're going to put it back in those batteries.
Right, that's right.
They'll never know they missed it. They'll never know it was gone, right? And you end up using one cycle on your battery to save yourself $28 a month.
Well, and see, you have to think of it this way. If you don't, you aren't going to understand solar because it's not this cut and dry thing that it was in 2008 when everyone was first talking about solar the first time. I mean, there are so many nuances, and now with how competitive that market has gotten, I mean, billionaire competitive market, you're going to see these innovations happen quicker and quicker, and you have to think about all of those things and what it means. And if you don't, and you get some, I hate to say it, some clown knocking on your door that doesn't know, you can get into a lot of trouble if you aren't doing it the right way. I know your blood just boiled there, but you know what I'm saying? I mean, there's so much to think about now when it comes to this decision, and that's why I just think it's really good we have these conversations because, yeah, we're talking about EVs for 30 minutes, but you're probably talking about EVs with half your clients for 30 minutes every time you're going and doing a consult.
And I don't sell EVs.
Yeah, you know, I mean, because that's just, what's just about the it's all about what your home solar system could really do for you.
Yeah, and I mean, again, it's you want somebody who has thought of this in a holistic, like every part of this aspect of this, right?
Yeah.
How well does it work with the energy system I have at my house? So
right.
I have a really old, crappy breaker, and does it work or not? I don't know. Have a silver. We'll let you know. You know what I'm saying? Like that could be an extra cost of upgrading your main panel, but it might not be, and you're avoiding knowing that this isn't a problem at all for us, you know?
Well, and Ryan, that's why I just love having you on, and 20 minutes flies by every damn time. It's 10:30, but I wanted to call to action that coming up with Jason, not next week, but the following week, because my calendar's all messed up. Actually, it was my fault because I thought you guys were coming on last week.
Oh, okay.
So I was actually off on my days anyway. That was kind of the funny part of it.
We'll blame you.
Yeah, just go ahead. We're going to go look through my power bill, and we're going to see, break it down, go through the process with me, and that way if you see it happen in real time, maybe it's a little bit easier of a conversation to have because you know what some of the questions are going to be and maybe how to prepare for that too.
Well, I'll tell you what, this is perfect because we're setting up a kiosk in St. Clair Square throughout the entire Christmas thing.
Really?
Yep.
Wow, man. Good
February.
for you.
So we're going to have a mostly manned kiosk. And if people bring their power bills to us, whatever you see us do with CJ's power bill live on air, you can bring it straight up to St. Clair Square.
Dude, that's brilliant.
Have the exact same thing.
That is absolutely brilliant.
Yeah.
Congratulations. How'd you get that one figured out?
We're looking for that home and garden show mentality, that vibe. And so we're like, a kiosk in St. Clair Square. It's got the foot traffic.
That's really cool.
Have people, we're going to meet you where you're at. Come out and meet us. We won't be at your house. You know what I'm saying? If you want to keep us at arm's length, we'll be at St. Clair Square. Keep us at arm's length.
10:31. Man, keep up the great work. We'll take a quick break.
Thanks,
and we'll
CJ.
come back with the South Roxana Dads Club after this one.
Since 1993, Sparks Junk Removal is always adapting to the needs of our clients. That is why we now offer weekly trash pickup for selected areas. Plus, we offer driveway-safe rubber-tired dumpster rental. Give us a call today at 618-781-1407 or visit us at sparksjunkremoval.net.
Life's better when you're under the American Family Insurance roof because they know your house is home base for their dreams. Whether it's a kid like me aiming for the big leagues, ready? Future rocket scientist, or a budding prima ballerina. When you feel totally protected, your family's free to pursue their dreams. She's good.
Let's go.
American Family Insurance.
No matter the season, Play It Again Sports in Edwardsville has the gear the athletes need to get in the game. Whether you're shopping for the newest sports equipment or saving money on quality used gear, Play It Again Sports carries what you need to maximize performance to get the most out of every swing, kick, stroke, or shot. We'll even buy your used goods, paying cash on the spot. We carry all the gear for all the sports all year long. We're your hometown sporting goods store. Play It Again Sports, conveniently located at 4 Club Center Court in Edwardsville.
Yo, what up? It's Mike Keith, the proud graduate of Lewis and Clark Community College. I got my start in broadcasting and now I work all over the country. I discovered my path in media, but I could have been an electrician. Or I could have been a nurse.
Maybe not.
I had an amazing experience with Dr. Haug and her team. I came here when I was 10 years old to get my braces on. Now I'm 28 years old, braces off, and I get so many compliments on my smile. It's helped me thrive in my career as a news reporter, and also as Miss Missouri USA, I took the stage with confidence, knowing my smile was gonna make me look like $1 million. I've never felt better and more confident because of my smile.
Has free checking become a thing of the past? Not if Liberty has anything to say about it. With 3 free personal checking options and even a free business checking account, free is alive and well at Liberty Bank, the local bank that gives you free checking choices and more cashing in your pocket. Bank locally, bank Liberty. For more information, visit www.bankliberty.com.
To our daily show on RiverBender.com. And now, time to play a game.
Welcome back. The time is 10:35 on this Monday morning. And who wants to win some money? I do. You know, I'm telling you what, I played the slot machines, and I have filled every pothole in the state of Illinois about 15 times this month. I have not lost so much since, I don't even know when. But we got Tony and Mike in the studio. How are we doing today, gentlemen?
Oh, pretty good.
Just fine.
Really cool. Thanks for joining us. And on November the 6th, folks, it's that Wednesday night, 7 p.m. The doors open at 4 p.m., but it's ColorBall. 12 ColorBall games with a total payout of $4,400 at the South Roxana's Dad's Club, right here at 417 Roxana Street in South Roxana, just right down the road. And then a regular bingo every Saturday night as well. But, before we talk about the event, I see a lot of the posts from the South Roxana Dad's Club and see some of the events you do, the Halloween stuff and all of that. And I honestly I think it's a great service and a great organization for the community. Let's talk about the history of it, because you were sharing with me that the group was started in 1948.
Well, it was chartered with the state of Illinois in 1948. I think it started in 46 or 47.
Really?
By a bunch of fathers that wanted to have a little carnival in Charlie Jurgovich's grocery store parking lot for the Boy Scouts.
I'll be darned.
And that's how it originally started. And then ultimately, they were chartered in 9/11/1948.
Wow.
And we've been in existence since then.
Well, and how has the group grown throughout the years and added to its repertoire of events and really become a little bit of a staple, really, in the community?
Well, in the early days, it started as an original homecoming.
Okay.
And it got bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger for over 65 years until homecoming started going downhill.
Yeah.
And we ultimately had to quit. But in 1972, we started having bingo on Saturday nights to help get the income because the homecomings were decreasing. And that's how we ended up. Now bingo is our sole support. And then 4 years ago, we opened a little pub in our little clubhouse, and we have gaming and several pool leagues and stuff like that help pay the bills so we can give away money.
Well, hold on. The pool thing is important. The pool league is important. There is not a lot of places to play pool anymore in this community.
Well, we have 2 teams on Monday and 2 teams on Wednesday. As a matter of fact, we just picked up our second team.
Can folks join still? Is it full?
It's the winter season just started.
Okay.
We're into our 5th week. As a matter of fact, we just picked up another team that came in kind of late.
Okay.
But that really
Kinda
helps out the business in the pub and what have you, and all the local bars and that we travel to. It brings them in a little extra business, for the.
Yeah.
And it's all about the fun, we all have a good time. We don't take it too serious.
Well, and see, that's what I think's really cool about the whole group, because just the premise of it, having a bunch of older, dads, gentlemen of all ages coming together to provide services for the community. And if it's okay, can we talk about some of the things the Dad's Club does if it's cool?
Well, now that you've mentioned that, this is a big week because the Dad's Club, in conjunction with the Village of South Roxana, is going to have a big trunk or treat Wednesday night.
It's on our community calendar already.
And also the South Roxana Parade is Thursday, and the Dad's Club and the Ladies Auxiliary always cook hot dogs for all the people in the parade. So we couldn't have picked a better week. And then the following week, of course, is the big ColorBall on Wednesday night on the 6th.
Isn't it crazy how fast this month has flown by? I mean, we always say that like when we're in the store seeing it, man, fast, busy year. But this one really kind of has hit me in the mouth a little bit.
When you get my age, time really flies.
And to add to that, we're also hosting a Halloween party on November the 1st with a costume contest and everything. That's
in the pub.
That's in our pub.
Is that 21 and over in the pub side?
yeah.
Okay,
Yes,
just
yes,
wanted to
sir.
make sure and
Yeah.
clarify that.
Oh, yeah.
Now, have the slot machines helped everything, having those in there, people hitting on those?
Well, considering the fact that the Dad's Club's been a nonprofit organization and not a place where you can stop and get a beer every night, it's been a little slow. But it's coming along, and the pool leagues have really helped.
Really good to
And,
hear.
The pub is, it's you have your up and down weeks, but it's doing fine.
Well, and
it's
Tony,
doing better.
How long have you been with the Dad's Club?
I joined the club in January 1966.
That's incredible.
You had to ask.
Longest serving member currently?
Right now I am, yeah.
Yes, he is. He's the boss.
No, I am not the boss.
Mike, how long have you been with the organization?
Well, thanks to Tony, he was after me for about for the last 10 years, you know, he's been asking me to join the Dad's Club, and I fought it for a few years, and then
Until
finally
he retired and got bored.
Finally,
Yep.
after about the third time, I went ahead and gave in and joined the Dad's Club 6 years ago, and he's gotten me pretty involved in that. And our former president, Buzzy Childers, he stepped down at the first of the year, so I stepped up and took that on as president of the club. This is my first year as president of the club. And
I stuck him on a tractor the first week.
How has the first year as president gone?
Well, it's been a little bit challenging. Like I say, you know, I just retired 2 years ago, so that's freed me up some time. But some of my goals are to increase our membership. Our membership has really fallen, so I'm trying to bring in some new members. First of all, we were down to about 12 members, and I'd like to be at 30 or above. So it's hard to find people these days that want to volunteer their time, you know, to a great cause, you know, that's supported the community and done a lot for the community for all these years. And everybody that's grown up out there, they all have memories of whether they played on the playground as kids or like Tony had mentioned, some of the biggest homecomings in the area back in the day. And so I'd like to see that continue, you know, for generations to come, you know.
Well, with that being said, what are the age requirements? How is there any restrictions on, you know,
18-year-old male?
18-year-old male. And now, what are some of the things that volunteer would do throughout the year in case they're interested?
You got to be kidding. Well, we have a 10.5-acre park to maintain. And of course, there are buildings out there that we've built over the 70 years we've been in operation. And by the way, that bingo building was almost completely hand-built other than the outside structure.
Are you serious? That's incredible.
We contracted the outside shell, and that was it. All the insulation, all the bathrooms, everything was done by Dad's Club
Isn't
members.
it crazy what you can do if you just kind of roll up?
Well, we had electricians and carpenters. And, I mean, and nowadays, we couldn't do it today. But the Dad's Club, you know, we usually average, of course, the pandemic really hurt us, but we usually average between 4 and 8 scholarships a year at Roxana High School.
Wow.
Over the years, back when South Roxana was not a real village, we used to contribute money to the South Roxana Elementary School, carpeting, water fountains, whatever they needed. Before South Roxana was even a village, the first policeman was a Dad's Club member working at McDonald who did it for free. And we bought a $1 car from Madison County and bought him a radio, and he was our cop.
That's
Ed
incredible.
Bailey was his name. He was a fantastic guy. And before the village became a village, we assisted the village water department. Was the Dad's Club guy and his wife, and Eldon Stearns and his wife. When we became a village, I could be wrong at this, but I think 6 of the last mayors were Dad's Club members.
That's incredible. Well, and see, Tony, this is what I think so great about the group, because I've had Mayor Callahan on, you know, a couple of times on the show, and the big emphasis for me when I always talk to, you know, Mayor Callahan or, you know, Mayor Carlton in East Alton is that these smaller communities, what you guys have to do to get any bit of look or funding from any type of county, it doesn't happen. It's zero. It's all because you all roll up your sleeves and are actively being that word community and the true definition of community, you know, not just going to the event, but actively participating, coming up with solutions, creating infrastructure. And I think that's really important for any 18, 25, 30-year-old to know that you aren't just going to join a group. I mean, we can all do that. You're joining a historic group that really has been instrumental in laying the foundation for South Roxana. Seriously, this is incredible.
You're right. You're absolutely right.
Correct.
Well, and do you guys have a moment to stick around? Because we still got to talk about ColorBall and events and how we can all be a part of it.
Sure, we're here for you, CJ.
10:44, a little bit of change. Hey, before we take a quick break, one of friends of mine, Denise Sparks, has decided a couple of years ago that she was going to take on the big boy. She wanted to be a weekly trash provider. For 30 years, she hauled junk. and became the queen of junk demolitions on apartments, you name it. And now she's the queen of trash. She has these purple and yellow trash cans, and they're popping all over Madison County like bunny rabbits. Do you know why? Because when you call her, guess who answers the phone?
She does.
She does. Isn't that kind of unheard of anymore? You know, whether or not she's there to help you with your weekly trash needs, or I want to let folks know about this too. If you're an older adult and you like mobility is becoming a little bit of an issue, or you just had a hernia surgery, you can't lift, she has a valet trash pickup option where they will walk into your home, pick up the trash out of your trash can, take it down to the can, roll it out to the door, and they provide that service. Denise Sparks is truly one of the best. She ties down those trash trucks. There's never litter flying off of her truck. She truly does care. You can see how at sparksjunkremoval.net. Start your journey with the Queen of Junk today.
Life's better when you're under the American Family Insurance roof because they know your house is home base for their dreams. Whether it's a kid like me aiming for the big leagues, future rocket scientist, or a budding prima ballerina. When you feel totally protected, your family's free to pursue their dreams. Which is good.
Let's go.
American Family Insurance.
When life throws unexpected challenges your way, you need a versatile legal ally to protect you. Sean Lentz, with over 12 years of experience, is here to help you in a variety of avenues. From personal injury to criminal defense and even semi-truck accidents, Sean Lentz has your back. Don't wait for the justice that you deserve. Call 618-465-8000 and see how Sean can help you today.
No matter the season, Play It Again Sports in Edwardsville has the gear the athletes need to get in the game. Whether you're shopping for the newest sports equipment or saving money on quality used gear, Play It Again Sports carries what you need to maximize performance to get the most out of every swing, kick, stroke, or shot. We'll even buy your used goods, paying cash on the spot. We carry all the gear for all the sports all year long. We're your hometown sporting goods store. Play It Again Sports, conveniently located at 4 Club Center Court in Edwardsville.
Ready for fantastic deals? Head to Village Dispensary, where every day is a celebration. Start your week with 25% off Dog Walker pre-rolls on Monday. Tuesday, enjoy 25% off Divs gummies. On Wednesday, enjoy 30% off Nevada pens. On Thursday, it's 30% off CQ sodas, margaritas, and more. Friday, enjoy 3.5 grams of Megatron by NGW and Cronuts number 4 by Paul Bunyan for $25. Visit VillageDispo.com and shop now.
Picture This and More has been a trusted name in the Alton community for more than 30 years, with the last 3 being right here on Broadway. We specialize in quality framing at affordable prices. We also feature works by local artists because we're proud of our community. If you have valued treasures to display and preserve, we're sure to have the perfect fit with our large selection of custom framing and display options. Whatever color, shape, or size, Picture This and More has the look you need. Stop by today and let us help you with your next project.
Happy Halloween from RiverBender.com. Now back to our daily show.
Welcome back. 10:48, a little bit of change. Hey, coming up on November the 6th, 7 p.m. The doors do open at 4 p.m. 12 ColorBall games on this Wednesday night raffle at the South Roxana Dad's Club, 417 Roxana Street in South Roxana. Give them a call. Learn more at 254-0051. It's 3 miles north of 270 on Route 111, 1 block past Casey's on 255 on Exit 5. Go west to Roxana Street. 4 additional $100 raffles. Man, you guys are pulling out all the ways we can win some money.
$4,400.
I'm excited about this. That'll do.
I'd love to see you show up.
Well, hey, you know what? If there's money involved, I'm probably there. So how does this work? How does the game break down on Saturday? How do the...
Well, there's... Okay, go ahead.
Oh, no, it's okay. Just how do we pay? How do we... how much does it cost?
There's a minimum buy of $40.
Okay.
For $40... you'll get 2, 4, 6, 8 ColorBall sheets.
Okay.
We play 4 sets, so you play them 2, 2, 2, and 2. Each set is a $200, a $300, and a $500 game. So that's $1,000 right there.
Yep.
And we do that 4 times, so that's $4,000. In between each set, we'll play a raffle game for $100, which is your other $400, So our total payout for the evening is $4,400.
This is
unless
really
I
cool.
get a crazy idea and want to give away an extra 100 during a game or something. sometimes I do that. I did that Saturday night. But anyway, it's a great game, and it doesn't take long to give away $4,400.
Does it work like bingo? Is it the game?
It's kind of like bingo, except it doesn't have numbers. It has colors.
Oh, gotcha.
And you spell the word Lucky Pot. You have 8 columns going across and 8 columns going down, and each column has a different color. So L will have 8 different colors.
Gotcha.
U will have 8 different colors. So we have color balls in our machine, and we'll say L yellow, U red, C whatever, and you get a bingo crossways.
Okay.
Only one way.
Yeah.
There are other ways you can do it, and we're thinking about even trying that, but.
This is cool. I'm in. I'm 100% in. This is November the 6th. And just so you know, November the 6th isn't the only night you can go out and be a part of the fun. On Saturdays, they got regular bingo every Saturday night. What time does bingo start?
Doors open at 4 and bingo starts at 7. Same as the color ball.
Really cool. And the color ball is on Wednesday, November the 6th, 7 p.m. it starts, but again, doors open at 4. Now, 4 games for $200 winners, 4 games at $300 at a winner, 4 games at $500. And you can win some pretty darn good money out there. Now, tickets for the raffle are $1 a piece, correct? Is there a limit on how many raffle tickets I can buy?
No. They come in packs. For $20, you can get what they call a raffle pack, and there's 6 of each raffle there.
Really
so
cool.
So you get 24 of them for $20.
Really cool. And now, do people have their trolls out in this too? Is this a pretty superstitious game?
They got their trolls. They got their dolls. they got their funny little rabbits. They got everything.
I'm telling you what, it
Some of
scares
them even
the
have little jingle bells. They get a bingo.
Hey, no, I got the bell. This is from the Polar Express I'm bringing.
There you go. There you go. There you
Until
go.
someone hits me in the
We're gonna
mouth for
hold you
winning.
to
You know?
that, CJ, you know.
I'm here. I've got to go to that. This is on a Wednesday night. No, and honestly, I'll need it because guess what Tuesday is?
Voting.
It's drinking day. So so on Wednesday, shake off whatever election results come in and just go hang out, and have some fun, raise some money for a good cause. And be a part of the community.
And before, you can go to the pub and play the gaming machines, or after. It's open till 1 o'clock.
And I'm telling you, I need to break my cold streak. So I think I might have to switch venues is what's happening here.
I would also like to add to that the women's auxiliary, we've got a kitchen in the back of the bingo hall, and they prepare food.
Oh, they serve the food.
Is it pretty good?
On Saturday nights, and they will be there on ColorBall night. That's why we open the doors at 4 o'clock for people that are hungry and want to come in, and they can
really cool.
get a hamburger or a hot dog. They cook chili. They sell desserts.
They had river catfish 2 weeks ago on Saturday night.
I'll be damned. That's awesome. What a meal. This is great. And now, are they going to be serving food Wednesday too for ColorBall night?
They will be.
It might be a little reduced because our crowd usually is,
Yeah.
But as this is the first time we've had a ColorBall in 3 years because COVID got us out. We did it for 2 years prior to that, and this is our first ColorBall, so we're starting back up. If this is as successful as it used to be, it's going to be every other month.
Oh, perfect. And help make this grow, guys. I mean, seriously, we'll bring this back and we're ready to go because you can win some good money. I mean, could you imagine you put $40 in a slot machine and you hit a $500 bonus? That never happens, but it could happen at this event, you know, very easily.
Yes, indeed.
So, ColorBall's November the 6th. Doors open at 4. Doors open at 4. The event starts at 7. But you can go every Saturday night for regular bingo. Same time, 4 is when the doors open. 7 p.m. is when the event starts. However, there's some upcoming Halloween events you guys were talking about. Let's go hit on those and let's get the details out for the trunk or treat and the Halloween party.
Well, the trunk or treat is this Wednesday night, I don't know the date.
23rd.
23rd,
yep.
And it'll be...
Thank God for you.
It'll be, it's in conjunction with the village, and it'll be on the parking lots.
Mm-hmm.
And then Wednesday night is the parade. I'm not sure of the times, but I think it's about 5 o'clock the parade starts.
Starts at 5:30. Line up at 5.
They line up at 5.
Parade takes off.
And then
at
when they get
5:30.
finished, they bring the parade right into the park, and they give away the prizes while we've already been cooking hot dogs, and we give away between 400 and 500 hot dogs.
Yeah,
and soda.
Free hot dogs and soda.
And that's from the Dad's Club and the auxiliary. The auxiliary has the hot dogs, and we have the soda.
Even when you say that, though, I mean, people go, hot dogs and soda. Do the numbers on that. 500 hot dogs and 500 cans of soda.
Well, we'll let you write the check.
Pass. No. But I mean, it shows you though how important those things are, because I guarantee you, if one year you weren't out there doing hot dogs and soda, there'd be 800 people on Facebook going, where the hell were the Dads Club this year? You know, and not realizing though, if in case ever, you know what I'm saying, that we could have just supported and joined and kept helping this thing grow and never worry about it. You know,
we work along with the village on the parade, and
really cool.
Of course, the village is working with the Ladies Auxiliary on the trunk or treat. So
that's awesome.
We've been close to the village for the 70 years we've been in existence.
That's really cool. And then what else happens throughout? I know that you brought a sheet of some of the events that happens.
Well, this is the Saturday bingo, and this is the ColorBall.
Let me see that sucker real quick if it's okay. Oh. You didn't tell me you could win really big in bingo, too.
Oh, yeah.
No wonder they're bringing their trolls out. You know, this is incredible. So no food or drinks brought in because you can buy it there. You need to support. Must bingo on last called number. None of that late. Oh, there is nothing that gets my blood boiling more than that. Those late callers get on my nerves. And 4 corners does count as a regular bingo. No one under 18. Must have correct tally to win. The minimum payout on multiple bingos is $5. Oh, no smoking or vaping allowed. That, that's a good thing too, because in bars people are still doing that, and it's really good.
It's against the law now.
Yeah, it is. And honestly, no one's really following it yet. That's in St. Louis. There was a big thing going on about that right now. So this is really cool. How much are the payouts? I'm looking at this, and this is where I'm kind of starting to get a little blushful here. I'm looking at 50, 50, 80, 150 for Wild Star raffle. Lucky Game 7, $90. I mean, we're talking some good fun playing here.
There's a couple of $200 ones in there.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Right here, and then you got coverall progressive or above at $200 or $500. Yep. I'm in. Get ready, it's coming. I'm coming to the Dads Club because I think that this could be a really great one. Just fun to really be a part of this though, and honestly do good for the community. Because when you realize, it's great to win some money and go have a few drinks and go have fun. It's a lot better when you realize that you're able to help, support the Halloween events and the, other things y'all do throughout the year. And so once again, what's the best way to reach out if somebody wants to join the group? Is there an email, website? What's the best way to reach out for that?
Well, we have a Dads Club, South Roxana Dads Club Facebook page. We don't have a website.
Okay.
They're costly.
They are costly.
And of course, we have the pub now. It's open from 3 to 12, 7 days a week.
Oh, it is 7 days a week.
And anybody can stop in there and pick up an application, and for the Dads Club. And then, of course, we'll interview them before we put them before the membership. And
really cool.
We try to get people that want to do good for the community. And
that's really cool. And now, is the pub open to the public?
Pub is open to the public 7 days a week, 3 to 12.
Always like to ask that because sometimes folks get a little nervous when they hear about a club. But honestly, think about this. This is a home. I mean, I'm not even trying to patronize you because you're both bigger than me here, in the studio.
Not only that, CJ. A lot of people they don't even know we exist there, because we're in this little small community, population 2,000 people, and we're a low-income community. We've always kind of had a bad reputation, as being the little town next to the refinery.
Yeah, but well, I'm from Alton, and that's just about the same. Oh,
and don't forget, we had our big needy family blockade last Saturday.
Oh yeah,
and that's to give people food at Christmas time. Also, the Needy Family Fund assists people with electric and water bills.
It's really important.
All year long.
Well, and see, that's what I think it's so great to highlight, because South Roxana, I see the Facebook post, when there's a big storm coming in and you got everybody out there, trying to help each other. And it's, to me, it's that old Americana way of being a neighbor, and I mean that with the most respect, because a lot of communities don't have that kind of bond, and to have organizations like your guys that are doing this and everyone else is great.
To give you an example on, I grew up in Wood River, but then I settled out in South Roxana about 28 years ago. Well, year after I moved into South Roxana, we had that big straight line wind that came through, and I mean, it it devastated the whole town, and there was people out with chainsaws and neighbors helping neighbors. You know, that's what community is about, or should be about.
Absolutely. Well, gentlemen, thank you so much for stopping by today. We'll see you on November the 6th for ColorBall. We'll link everything in a write-up on RiverBender.com. Emily will take care of that, but it's 11 o'clock and time for me to say so long for now. We'll see you on Tuesday with more of our daily show. Until then, just try your best to stay out of jail.
What a one-way ticket back.